Hi guys, so today I thought I'd make a hair Q&A video because I get a lot of questions by my subscribers and viewers about my hair and I just can't keep up with all these questions, so I thought I'd try and put them all into one video and answer the majority of questions in one go. So yeah, okay, so I've wrote down some questions and I'm gonna try my best to answer them. If I don't get around to answering your question, then put it in the comment box and I'll try and answer it like that, okay? Okay, so first question is, what hair dyes do I use? I get asked this all the time. The hair dyes I use... Oh, I'm all in here. Okay, I would say the one I would use the most would be Stargazer dyes. I find they're really highly pigmented, and when I use Stargazer dyes I would normally dilute them with conditioner, so you get more of a pastel colour. But if you get quite a dark colour, then if you dilute it, then you can get quite a bright effect with them. And I really enjoy using Stargazers because they're quite cheap. Like, for a whole bottle is £5, and if I was to use Directions, that would be £5, but you would get more in this bottle and it would last longer. I use Directions as well. I find Directions is quite good. There's something in there. It's quite bright. I don't think they last as long than they would normally if you were to use concentrated Stargazer dyes without diluting them. If you were to dilute Directions, I don't find they last very long. They would probably last about 2 or 3 washes until you need to re-dye them, which is kind of poo. And with Stargazers, they would last at least 5 washes until you need to re-dye them. But it all depends if you're in the sunlight. The sunlight can lighten your hair, or what shampoo you use and all that stuff. And also I use Crazy Colours. Crazy Colour I really enjoy. Like, when I first started to dye my hair, I was using Crazy Colours and I found it was quite good. With the blue shades turn a very weird coloured green colour, but they last like a good amount of time in your hair. So I think the top 2 would be Stargazer and Crazy Colour, and then it would be Directions. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of dye, like a lot of dye. If you can name the colour, I have probably got it. And every other, well, I can't really go through them all, but like, I have a lot. Okay, so that's a question. What do I use to bleach my hair? I used to bleach my hair with the developer and bleaching powder from Sally's Beauty Supply, but then I found that it can be kind of, annoying having to mix it yourself and getting the measurements right for the mixture, for it to be the right consistency and everything. So then I just thought, you know what, for like £5 I can just get a box of Schwarzkopf, and then it's already mixed, and I find 1 box is enough to do my roots and my whole head if I was to go blonde. And I would normally buy it in Absolute Platinum, which is 00A, and I find this one is the best one that works on my hair. I've tried so many blondes, they don't seem to do anything and they just kind of go ginger, and I find this is the only one that works for me anyway. So yeah, they have brought out a even lighter colour one, which is a Max Blonde. I haven't tried that one because I'm really scared of it really doing damage to my hair, and after frying my hair I've only just managed to get it back to being healthy, so I wouldn't recommend using the highest of the lightening powder strengths, which is the Max Blonde. So use the Absolute Platinum, which is 1 up from the strongest, or 1 below the strongest. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, so how often do I cut my hair? I would cut my hair roughly, well, it depends. If I straighten my hair a lot, I find straightening my hair would give me more split ends, so I wouldn't necessarily use as much heat products on my hair than I used to. I find I cut my hair probably every 3 months now, whereas I would used to have to cut it every month and a half, every 6 weeks, which is normal. Cutting my hair, does it actually make it grow quicker? I'm not sure, but seeing as the ends aren't constantly trying to split its way up the hair follicle, then obviously it's trying to make a difference, which, you know, your hair's going to go quicker if it's not breaking all the time, isn't it? So, but I think it's okay. Sirens? Don't know if you guys can hear that. Just wait for that to go. Okay, how do I cut my hair, blah blah blah. How do I fade my hair? So I fade my hair, I would either wash it with body wash or shower gel, and that would really strip the colour out. If I really can't be asked to do that and wash it multiple times, then I would use Sun-In hair lightening spray. I would just spray it in my hair and my hair extensions, and I just leave it, either blow dry it to make it work quicker, and you would find your hair would either get lighter by at least 1 or 2 shades. And if you do it every day, then you'll eventually fade the colour out your hair. But this has got hydrogen peroxide in. Is it hydrogen peroxide? Yeah, it's hydrogen peroxide. So it has got hydrogen peroxide in, so it can do some damage, but if you use it carefully and condition your hair afterwards, it should be okay. So yeah. Or, which I heard from another subscriber, which is quite good, and I've tried it, if you're trying to fade your hair extensions and you don't want to bleach them, you can't be asked to wash them constantly, what I find, if you get if you put a hot water in a sink or a bucket and you fill it up with a good load of shampoo, if you leave your hair extensions to soak in that water overnight, by the time you wake up and you rinse them, hopefully all your hair colour should just wash out completely. And I've tried it and it actually works. So if you soak your hair extensions in shampooy water for a long time and then rinse them, you would find that your hair extensions can actually fade quite a lot. So there's a tip for you guys. How do I stop my hair colour from fading? So just explained how to fade my hair and how do I stop it from fading my hair. So sirens again. Okay, I'm just going to carry on talking. So basically, people's hair fades because they wash it, they go in the sunlight, they go, you know, all that type of factor, weather, everything like that. So normally I wouldn't necessarily wash my hair that very much. If I felt really scabby and my hair was getting all I would use dry shampoo. This is the dry shampoo I use. I can't pronounce that. Whatever, yeah, you get it in loads of different flavours, it's really nice. You spray it in your hair like this, blah blah blah, rub it in, and voila, you don't have to wash your hair as much. So yeah, that's how I would kind of wash my hair. I wouldn't really wash it, I would just use dry shampoo. And also, if I was washing it in the shower, if it needed a wash, then I would put a load of my hair dye in with the conditioner bottle. So if I had like a conditioner bottle that much, I would put like that much hair dye and then give it a shake in the bottle, and then voila, after shampooing I would leave it on my hair for about 5 minutes, and that can help boost the colour, so you wouldn't have to dye it as much. But you would have to dye it eventually, but it doesn't make it fade as much as it would if you didn't. So yeah. What is my natural hair colour? My natural hair colour is a medium brown. Yep, a medium brown. And I would try and show you, my roots aren't actually coming out that bad. For that, if you can see, that's my natural hair colour. You can always tell, if you want to know what someone's natural hair colour is, all you got to do is look at their eyebrows. Look at the eyebrows. So yeah, medium brown, or like a light brown colour, like a chocolatey colour. That's what my natural hair colour is. My natural hair length, if I can try and find a bit of my hair without the extensions, I'll try and show you my hair length. If I can, oh, I can't find it now. There you go. There's a bit of my natural hair. So my natural hair goes down to here now, which is good, because about a year and a half ago I had no hair. Well, I did have hair, it was like a bob, that was how short it was, and I've only just managed to get it back. and I hated it. Like, having short hair for me, it gave me no confidence, because when people have long hair touching their shoulders, you kind of feel, you know, more sheltered in a way, rather than having no hair touching anything. You gotta have more confidence to have short hair, I think. So yeah, basically. What shampoo do I use? I would use any shampoo really. If you can get your hands on the colour revitalising shampoo, then that's good. But if I can't, then I'll just use any shampoo. I really love coconut shampoos and conditioners because I find they're nice and oily and you keep your hair nice. And I love the smell of coconut. So yeah. So where do I get my hair razor from? This is the hair razor I use in my hair cutting videos, which I use to either thin out my hair or kind of give it some layers and, you know, some texture. So I got this from Sally's Beauty Supply. It comes with a spare blade in case the blade gets blunt or anything. But the blade is really sharp, so, you know, I've had this for about 1.5 years now and I haven't needed to change the blade at all. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of like a comb ones. So yeah, so you can't really hurt yourself on it, not unless you're pretty damn stupid. But yeah, that's what I use. So that's from Sally's. Where do I get my hair extensions from? So the ones I'm wearing are from abhair.com. A few of the people I watch on YouTube, such as Laura and I Love You Morgan, they both got their hair extensions from AB Hair as well. Like, both of them were mixed reviews. Like, some of them thought it was rubbish and some of them thought it was okay. They're alright. I think they're okay, but like the hair clips it came with were really bad and I had to swap them over with some ones I already have because I found they used to just keep slipping down my hair. But I'm going to make a separate review video on the hair extensions anyway, so don't worry about that. At least you guys know where I got them from. So yeah, another place where I got the hair extensions from, I don't know why, they both sound the same, these websites. So I got them from abhair.com and mehair.com. So yeah, both of them I think come from China, I think. But they say they come from America, but I think they come from China. But you know, that's just what I don't know. I don't care, as long as it looks alright. Then who gives a shit? So yeah. Oh yeah. What conditioner do I use? This is the conditioner I use. This is the conditioner I managed to save my hair from falling out. And basically, it is the Tresemme Anti-Breakage Defense. If your hair is in really bad condition, I would recommend using this or Aussie. It basically reconstructs your hair. People say it isn't very good for your hair because it contains silicone, but you know, if it gives your hair follicle and your hair strands a coating of silicone to make it stronger so it doesn't fall and split out as much. That's basically what it is. It says it's got, you know, vitamin B12 and keratin in it as well. But you know, people moan about having silicone in your conditioner, but if it actually makes your hair feel and look healthier, then you know, who gives a fuck? You know, at least your hair's not going to fall out. So yeah. But the only thing I find now, after watching Melon Lady's videos, silicone conditioners, if you dilute your hair dye with conditioner that has silicone in, it may not take to the hair as well. So if you're diluting hair dyes, maybe use a cheaper conditioner or just like a cheap £1 coconut conditioner. But I find works just as well. But yeah, so I think that's it for questions, guys. If you have any more, then write them in the box and I'll try and get round to answering them. I think I managed to cover most of it, I think. Okay guys, anyway, I'm going to shut up now. So yeah, love you guys lots, speak to you soon. Bye guys!